pretty soon. Just a little more. Alrighty. There we go. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question. How many of you have ever seen somebody else have something that you desperately, desperately wanted for your own? Raise your hand. What's your name?
Matthew,
Alrighty, Matthew. What was that item that you really want for yourself?
a very giant marble run.
Wow, okay. That's cool. What about you? What's your name?
Halsey,
Halsey, what was that item you wanted?
a dog.
A dog? Oh, that's a really good item, actually. Really good. Well, when my dad was growing up, there was an item that he desperately wanted for himself that his dad had just bought. And that was a brand new pickup truck. It was the best of its time. It had an incredible amount of horsepower, an incredible amount of speed, which is the most important thing, and it also was very sick. Now, my dad wanted this truck for his own, but there were two problems. One, he knew that his dad would never give this truck up, and two, he did not have a driver's license yet. So, he decided to resort to last measures. And that was when his dad went to work, he left the keys in a secret location, and my dad figured it out. And so he called up his buddies and he said, "Hey, I just got my hands on this brand new pickup truck, and it's absolutely sick. We should take it for a spin." So he stole the pickup truck, and then he and his buddies got together and they went and took it for a spin. However, while they were on their way, they discovered this backwards trail. And they said to themselves, "Yo, we should go on that trail, because they really wanted to know what was there." And they went on the trail, but it got darker and darker and darker and darker, and then the lights on the pickup started to glitch. And they were in trouble, big trouble. They were driving blind. And then all of a sudden, the next thing they knew, bam! They were in a pond. And this brand new pickup truck that his dad had just gotten was all torn apart. And they said, "Well, shoot, how are we going to get this thing out?" And so they decided that they would send one of their comrades to go and run back to town to try to help and get this thing out. And so, after hours and hours and hours and hours, finally, they were able to get their hands on a much larger pickup truck than they had had before. And so they pulled it out, except along with the posse, the cops came. And they said, "Alrighty, who's driving this thing?" And they said, "Well, not me, not me, not me," because they knew that none of them had a driver's license at all. And so they were just done. They were done. And they knew it. And you know, my dad's dad eventually figured this whole thing out, and he was like, "What happened? My truck is done for." Now, Steve, I told you not to take this truck. And you know what you did? Huh? You know what you did? You took it anyway. What do you have to say for yourself? And my dad slowly looked his head up and looked at him, and he said, "I'm sorry." And he knew he was done for. He knew he was done for. Then he was grounded, and more grounded, and even more grounded. You know, oh, and the pickup truck never came back. Yeah, they took it to the junkyard. It was done for. Now, the moral of this story is that the moral of this story is that you shouldn't do things that are careless, because that will get you into big, big trouble. Alrighty, you can go back to your seats.